Victoria Beckham has hit back at claims made by eldest son Brooklyn Beckham as she addressed comments he made in his scathing statement. Brooklyn had slammed his mum and dad, David Beckham, for being performative and said he wants no further part in brand Beckham. But Posh Spice has had her say in a new interview with Dragon's Den's entrepreneur Emma Grede. The mum of 4 fashion designer has helped grow her family's empire to an impressive £500 million, but she insists their brand was never their intention. Brooklyn had complained that he had been controlled by a family that values public promotion above all else and said his past life before breaking away was full of performative social media posts, family events and inauthentic relationships. It's a claim that Victoria, 52, has now seemingly moved to deny. She told the podcast host, "When David and I first met, it was never our intention to start a brand. People talk about brand Beckham. That has happened so organically. When I first met David, I mean he was a Brylcreem boy. So David was Adidas and Brylcreem and Pepsi and I was in the Spice Girls and that's where I learned so much about how to build a brand and marketing. While he was doing Brylcreem and Adidas, the Spice Girls were doing Walker's Crisps, Pepsi, Chupa Chups lollies, deodorant. Do you know, true story, my mother still has a Spice Girls pizza in her oven. That pizza's been in the freezer for 30-odd years. So when people talk about brand Beckham, that was never something that we even discussed." And she went on to say the pair don't even have any joint deals. The former Spice Girl said that while David has projects such as Inter Miami, she is focusing on her fashion empire. She admitted, "David does what David does, I do what I do." It wasn't the only claim she hit back on in the telling interview. Victoria also refused to acknowledge the allegations she is a pushy parent. As well as Brooklyn, she is mum Romeo, 23, Cruz, 21, and Harper, 14. "I think that our children have had a very different upbringing to myself and David, and I think the world is also a very different place now as to what it was when they were younger," she said. "Ultimately, we want the kids to be hard-working, kind. I've always wanted to be the best mum that I could be and look after the kids, but I also feel that it's been part of my job to really help them fulfill their full potential and for them to recognize what their sense of purpose is. It's never about being pushy or forcing.